When she sat me down on the couch, her hands trembling and eyes wide, I already knew something was off. We'd been distant lately, not fighting, just drifting. But what she said next snapped all logic from the room. "I'm pregnant," she whispered, her voice cracking. "We're going to have a baby." My heart didn't skip a beat. It stopped entirely, not out of excitement but confusion. You see, I had a vasectomy 2 years ago. I stared at her, trying to process the words. She avoided my eyes, staring instead at the floor like it held answers. My mind spiraled in every direction. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the procedure failed. But I had done the follow-up tests. Twice. I was sterile. No doubt about it. So either she was lying or she had been with someone else. I didn't want to believe either of those options, but I also couldn't just pretend I hadn't heard what I did. I cleared my throat, trying to keep my voice calm. "You're pregnant?" I asked. She nodded, tears forming in the corners of her eyes. "I know we weren't trying, but it happened. I thought you'd be mad." "Mad?" I repeated. "No, not mad. Just surprised." I didn't say anything else. I just got up and walked to the bathroom, locked the door, and sat on the closed lid of the toilet in silence. The truth was obvious. She had cheated. And worse, she was lying straight to my face, hoping I wouldn't do the math. For a full hour, I didn't leave that bathroom. I scrolled through months of memories in my head. The nights she came home late. The sudden change in her wardrobe. The way she started locking her phone. She once joked about a coworker named Marcus, tall, athletic, single. It didn't feel like a joke anymore. Eventually, I walked back out. She was sitting in the same spot, tissues balled in her hand. Her eyes flicked to me, searching my face for a reaction. I gave her none. "I think we need to talk," I said finally, "about how this happened." "I told you," she said quickly. I was just as shocked. "No, you weren't," I interrupted, my voice firmer now. "You knew exactly what you were doing. I had a vasectomy. You remember that, right?" Her face went pale. "You were there at the appointment. You even drove me home after." I don't know how it happened," she said weakly. "Really?" I said. "Because unless this is divine intervention, there's only one explanation." Silence filled the room like a thick fog. I waited, gave her a chance to be honest. But she just stared, mouth slightly open, like a child caught stealing but too scared to admit it. So I told her I was leaving for a few days. Needed space. Needed to think. I packed a bag and stayed with my brother. I didn't tell him everything. Just that things weren't right between us. On the third night, I got a text from her. "Can we please talk? I made a mistake." That word, mistake, made my blood boil. A mistake is forgetting to take the trash out. This was betrayal. Still, I went back. I needed to hear it from her lips. Needed confirmation. She confessed. It was Marcus. It had been going on for 4 months. It started after we had a huge argument about kids. I didn't want to try IVF, she did. So she found someone else to accidentally give her what I wouldn't. She never expected to get caught. She thought I'd just accept the baby, raise it as mine. But I couldn't. I wouldn't. I moved out that night. Filed for divorce within a week. She begged me not to. Said she was sorry. Said it was just once. But the trust was shattered. Sometimes I still wonder what would have happened if I hadn't had that vasectomy. If she would have lived the lie and let me believe the child was mine. In a twisted way, that surgery saved me. I've started over now. New apartment. New city. New life. But every now and then, I still remember the day she told me she was pregnant, and how I already knew she wasn't.